Good afternoon. Welcome to Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel. This time we're going to talk about how to boost your credit score rapidly within 35 to 45 days, depending roughly. Some of us need that to happen rather quickly. Some of you can take your time, but we're going to talk about ways to do it. First up, like, subscribe down below. Check out our Facebook groups, pages, everything else. So first things first, what you should do is sign up with Credit Karma. That's the easiest thing to do. At least they track the TransUnion, Equifax for you. It doesn't include Experian, but if you have a credit card already, usually a credit card company has a free credit score for Experian. They just don't show you what's on your credit report usually. So that's one way to, and it's free. So why not do it? That way you can see your credit report, you can optimize. There's things that you can do to better your credit score without doing anything other than paying off what you owe already. Simply your credit card utilization, which is no more, no less than just if you owe $1,000 or have $1,000 credit limit, all you have to do is just basically be a $200, let's just call it $199, but you're trying to be under 20% for your optimum. That helps improve your score. The better score would be if you're under, if you're 9% or less for credit card utilization. So if you had a $1,000 credit line on your credit card, you want to be under $90. And then if you had two cards, each had a $1,000 credit limit, then you would just want to make sure that you're under $180. Pretty simple. And that way you'll keep your credit score, credit card utilization optimal. If you have a $5,000 credit line, you just want to make sure you're under 500 owed. And that way that'll optimize your credit score. The other thing most people don't realize is they do a late payment and then they freak out. But the thing is, once you do a late payment, from that point on, you just have to make sure that you're not late again on any of your credit cards, car payments, any loans that show up on your credit report. Never be late. Pay those first, because it's going to take you a year, 9 months, 10 months just to rectify the situation, because they take off 30 points, 40 points, 50 points, 60 points for a late payment, just one. And also you want to make sure you have 99% payment history across the board. So if you have a car loan, 3 credit cards, any other loans, mortgages, if you're going to be late, make sure you're only one time late, because that's going to count against you in itself. And then you're going to have to make sure you get up around 99% payment on time, because now you can't be 100% over the last 6-7 years. So this is vitally important if you want to keep your credit score up. Those are the first two things that you can change and alter. So it does matter about how many open credit card installments that you do have. If you have 10 or 11 cards, each payment cycle, if you did miss a payment on one of them, if you had 10 cards, now you're down to 90%. But the next month, because now you'll be 19 out of 20 payments, that moves you back up to closer to the 100% range, even though that'll be around 95%. But it's quicker for you to get back to 99% in good graces. And all that you can see on Credit Karma just by going there, and you can find out. They'll give you, and those are the highest two percentages, is your credit card utilization and your on-time payment history. Those are the main two things right there that you can correct on a monthly basis. And what I'm about to give you next is how to boost your credit score. And some people say, well, you shouldn't do anything while your credit is bad or low. No, the more primary trade lines that you have that's in your name with a high credit that has a high limit and allows you to have a high limit, but you're going to keep your credit card utilization under 9% or less, then that'll boost up your credit score. So we don't have anything to worry about. You can do it in a timely fashion. And like I said, 35 to 45 days. So stay tuned. Shortly, I'm going to go on the computer so I can help you out with the main ones that everybody knows about. New Coast Direct, My Jewelers Club. Each of those have $5,000 limits, but you don't have to do anything, but you're going to have to spend money. Generally about $150 for each one. And then they allow you to do monthly payments. So this will help your credit score and you'll be on time. And then we have Ox Publishing and Huttn Chase. So those are $2,500 and $1,500 respectively. So the last thing, in order to get over $20,000, Zblackcard, that's new. People have been promoting that. I too am a member of Zblackcard, Ztegrity, but the thing is, they haven't posted yet. And they're only going to post to Equifax. They're supposed to have posted to all 3 credit bureaus, but it's only going to be 1 right now. And then they're allegedly going to do the other 2. But it has not posted yet as of today, July 6th. So therefore, I can't vouch for them, but I did sign up for them. I did pay, and I figured I might as well find out if it works, because then I can tell you guys and everybody. So stay tuned. I'm going to go on the computer and we'll go through the ones I mentioned, and it's very relatively simple. No credit check, just got to be usually 18 and over, and social security number needed, and that's about it. Not that hard, and you too can boost your credit score within 45. All right, as I was saying, we're going to start with the Credit Karma. This is what Credit Karma looks like. Everybody should go to Credit Karma, sign up for free. I mean, you can do Credit Sesame, you can do credit.com. It's just that they may do only one bureau, which might be Experian is missing on Credit Karma, but those other ones might they do Experian. So therefore, you can sign up for all of them for free, and then you can see all 3 of your credit reports by the free agencies. But the reason why I'm using Credit Karma is that I'm helping someone else. And as you can see, just in May, their credit score, May 8th, was 614. And this is TransUnion. And then, of course, here we are, July 6th, 2 months later, they're up about 90 points. 90, let's just call it 90 points on that account. And then with their Equifax, let's see, they were at 688 May 23rd. And I can't really tell until I click on it, but anyhow, where were they? 618, 669. So all of them, in both cases, it's less than 2 months, and they improved their score anywhere from roughly around 50 points to nearly 100 points. But anyhow, the point of the matter is, you can within the Credit Karma, you can see by clicking on whichever one, they have their credit factors, and this is how you can determine, and this will help you pay, and it'll help you look up and understand how this all works. As I was talking about the credit card use, that's based on all of your credit installments, credit cards, everything like that. As I mentioned before, payment history, these are the top 2. Notice it has high impact here, and any derogatory remarks would be like collections, foreclosures, bankruptcy, medical bills, or any other collection bills. That would be here. And as you can see, they have it: tax liens, bankruptcy, civil judgments, collections. And by the way, speaking of tax liens, there is a ruling that came out that you shouldn't even see tax liens on your credit report any longer, even if it is the IRS. Those are supposedly were taken off. They should have been taken off sometime at the end of February or March. But anyhow, and the other medium impact, which I did not discuss earlier, was the credit age. If you have a credit card that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, an older card, do not close it out because you do not use it. That is part of your credit age. A lot of people have cards that are like 10, 12, 15 years old, 7 years old that they've been using, and they have like a zero balance and don't use them, and then they close them out, and that takes off from your age. Age does matter. That helps with your score. As you can see, it has medium impact on your credit score. So that's major. Never cancel an older card. When you apply for new credit, it starts at zero. So what we're talking about is My Jewelers Club, Huttn Chase, Ox Publishing, and New Coast Direct. Those would start from zero. So it's an average. So let's just say you had 4 years on a credit card and you only had one, so we'll keep it simple. And then you open up a New Coast Direct account, which just now starts 0 months. That means the average is 2 years, so no longer is your credit age going to be 4 years. But when you go for a car loan, auto loan, things of this nature, they don't have a high impact on the age of credit. They're looking for your credit score, and usually your middle credit score, which is why getting 2 of your credit scores to a high level is very important. Credit Karma also does this credit changes, so when your score goes up and down, that helps out. And as you can see, we have this low impact total accounts. In this case, there's 6. What you really want to do is have like 11 accounts, installment accounts, gas cards, bank cards, department store cards, loans, mortgage, car, however you want to do it. Even though it's a low impact, optimal range is 11. So you actually have to show that you have different varieties of credit. You can't just have one. It's not like you can have 11 credit cards. That's will work, that'll increase your credit score, but the fact of the matter is you need something else like an installment from a car or a mortgage to blend in with the rest of it. If you're trying to do business loans or things like that, they like to see a blend. They don't like to just see that you have like 4 credit cards or 5 credit cards. They want to see that you pay a mortgage, or you pay a car, or you've paid off a previous loan, so you have a blend. So that's something to consider. And then you have these hard inquiries, and notice it says low impact here. Personally, I don't think the inquiries matter that much, especially when you're trying to do mortgages. But the one thing about inquiries that's devastating to your credit report is once you get over 4, then they start docking you. And there's no set number. It could be 2 points, 4 points, 8 points, 10 points. It varies. So that's why you don't all of a sudden start applying for credit all over the place, and you have to be careful when you go to places like shopping for a car, because they want to pull your credit at different banks, different credit unions, and in-house loans. They'll all pull it, and all of a sudden you'll see like 10, 5 inquiries, which could reduce your credit score 20, 30, 40 points, just like that, instantly. So you don't really want to do inquiries or apply for credit that often. And then there is a way to take them off your credit report, but that's a whole nother story on credit repair. So just keep that in mind. Even though it has a low impact, it actually can subtract points from your credit score, so you don't run out trying to apply for anything and everything. You have to be selective. And I should point out what we're going to talk about for, potentially over $20,000 in credit lines. These do not do a hard inquiry. So you don't have to worry about a hard inquiry on any of these, whether it's New Coast Direct, My Jewelers Club, Huttn Chase, Ox Publishing, Zblackcard. You don't have to worry about that at all. So without further ado, this will be short and sweet. Here's the New Coast Direct website. You order, electronics or any other type of products on here, and you can see how it works. It's pretty simple. you'll pretty much get the 5,000, and that's the most important thing. The 5,000 credit line will show on your credit report, but it will show you only owe maybe $150, and therefore you're under your 9% number, so your credit score will increase. And it'll add a primary trade line, which is a personal trade line for you, and it's in your name. So that helps. So that'll be your first 5,000. And then My Jewelers Club is similar, and it's the same kind of thing, except of course they're dealing with jewelry, and it does cost $99 to join. But the fact of the matter is, you just have to order anything over $100, and then you just put down 50%, and then you are usually in a monthly payment plan of $30, and again, that's $5,000 credit line that it shows. So that helps out your credit score. That'll help with your credit card, your credit utilization. And now those two combined, New Coast Direct and My Jewelers Club, that's $10,000. And then next up is Huttn Chase, and they are similar. They have electronics, they have products. They will give you a $2,500 credit line, and they do the same thing. No credit check, no hard inquiry. It's $2,500, you pay half, and then therefore they give you a $1,500 credit line, and they report to Equifax and TransUnion. My Jewelers Club reports to all three. New Coast Direct reports to all three. Ox Publishing only reports to one, and right now it's Equifax. But as you can see, no application denied, and it's the same program. You put down a roughly 50%, and then they give you payments of like $30 a month until you pay it off. But you need that good credit history in your own name, your own Social Security, a primary trade line. Next up is Ox Publishing, which I'm not on apparently, but Ox Publishing, you have a $2,500 credit line with them, and so the same thing's going to apply. You put down almost 50% of whatever you're going to order, as long as it's more than $100. So this is why I say for under $400, you can start your credit history off with a bang. Because right here you'll already have 5 makes 10, 2,500, 1,500, so you're at $14,000. And all you have to do is just make sure you have $139 or less as an IOU, and you'll be fine. You'll be in the optimal credit range for credit card utilization, and since it's a heavy burden on your credit score, that will increase your score. And like I said, 45 to 30 days. Next up is Zblackcard. As I mentioned, I am a member, and as you can see over here, Eric Bird, and they show my phone number where you can actually contact me. And presently, there's only 6,730 members, as you can see. But this here is how you get over into $24,000 potentially of credit lines, which is significant on your credit report. The only thing, as I mentioned before, is they haven't actually reported yet. Supposedly it started on June 30th. Normally, if you had a statement date, 7 to 10 days later is when it posts. But since it's the first time they're going to post, you never know if there's going to be glitches. You don't even know if this is going to post. But this is a prepaid card as well. But that's not the most significant part about this. It's that this card has several options to it. So when you come here, this is where you enter your email address. You can sign up with their different programs. So that's nothing. But the main thing, you can order cards. You can do whatever you want to do in designs. But here's the thing. You can start with a $1,000 credit limit line, or we'll just call it a credit booster as they do. $2,500 credit booster and a $5,000 credit booster. And now you're probably saying, well, where's the $10,000 one? Well, you can come down to the bottom and there's something called an elite status. And in the elite status, if you order that, it's $200 a year. You get a black card. It's really a prepaid card. It's an excellent product. But the thing is, it doubles whatever these are. So if you become an elite member, it changes from 1,000 to 2,000. And if you go with this $2,500 credit booster, it'll be 5,000. And if you go with the credit card booster at 5,000, that'll change it to 10,000. But you have to sign up with the credit booster. And that's pretty much how you can get $24,000 on your credit report, and for $500 or less, and boost your credit score up within 45 days or less. It all depends on the reporting dates, but 45 days or less, you will notice your credit score gets a boost. And whether you have a 550 or a 500 or 600 or 700, your credit score will go up because you have increased your credit card utilization substantially. So all I can say is with the Zblackcard is sign up. You can always upgrade, and I will let you know in about 2 weeks or 3 weeks if this thing actually posts at all. So happy hunting for a better credit score. Boost your credit score. If you have any questions, you can always you can always email me. In fact, now you know you can call or text me. I prefer text, so that way I can read the message and respond accordingly. And you can always be on the YouTube channel and mention comments, send me messages. You can go to our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Stop Struggling Now. And we also have a Facebook group. But all the links to all of these primary trade lines are below. And some of the links, they have affiliates, so I'd appreciate if you use my links below. And subscribe to the channel, please. And I'll have another video in a few days. And I'll definitely have a video if Zblackcard posts the I am an Ultra, as you can see, an elite member. So I'll let you know if there's a $10,000 post to the Equifax. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.